Things are looking grim for Ubisoft as a company right now. The executive board, the board of directors, is literally going to be launching an investigation into the company's struggles. This is coming off of them announcing a delay for Assassin's Creed Shadows to February 2025, one of the biggest games that they were relying on to make them some money. This is also coming off of Star Wars Outlaws underperforming. Yeah, they admitted it underperformed. On top of that, the shares are dropping. Ubisoft shares are dropping to like a near decade low. Like it just keeps free falling. And then we also have other issues going on. This company's lost itself, guys, and now an investigation's happening. I think they're in trouble. Investors are begging them to sell or go private, and now the CEO is upfront denying that the company's goal is not to push any specific agenda, despite the website saying so. And we've seen it. We literally revealed the other day they got like a mentorship program that's excluding men. And we've seen all the bad actors that work for Ubisoft, the ones that tweet out stupid stuff, community managers that hate white people. We've seen it. So are they going to clean house? Are they going to drain the swamp? Maybe. Who knows? But in a, I guess, press release that they had today, they revealed that they're revising its expected Q2 net bookings down from 500 million euro to 350 to 370 million due to poor sales from Star Wars Outlaws. So they've come out and they've said that that game failed. Star Wars, one of the biggest franchises in the world, failed as a game because, again, all the DEI that's been infecting the company, it's put a taint on everything. People are tuning out. On top of that, again, the delay for Assassin's Creed Shadows did not help at all either. But they're doing all that they can right now to stop the bleeding. And I don't want a company to fail. I don't want a company to go, the way of the dodo. But they've made their bed. And hopefully they're going to do things to turn it around with this investigation. So they're going to launch a review of itself. And he said, in light of recent challenges, we acknowledge the need for greater efficiency while delighting players. As a result, beyond the first important short-term actions undertaken, the executive committee, under the supervision of the board of directors, is launching a review aimed at further improving our execution, notably in this player-centric approach and accelerating our strategic path towards a higher performing model to the benefit of our stakeholders and shareholders. So on paper, it sounds good. It sounds like they're going to have to redo a lot of things. I mean, keep in mind, they said we should be comfortable not owning our games. Their pricing structures are terrible. They have literal community managers banning people off of subreddits for arguing about Yasuke's authenticity as a samurai. They're more focused on everything but creating great games, and the stock is dropping, guys. So continuing on, he says, finally, let me address some of the polarized comments about Ubisoft lately. I want to reaffirm that we are an entertainment-first company creating games for the broadest possible audience, not broadcast. And our goal is not to push any specific agenda. We remain committed to creating games for fans and players that everyone can enjoy. And apparently he said this word for word during the trading update call for the company. I feel sorry for a CEO that's having to, I guess, damage control essentially for a company that's shown time and time again this year that they're all about agendas. They're all about agendas. But hopefully they can turn themselves around. I mean, I got denied review codes for Star Wars Outlaws because I know they don't like my videos. They sent me Prince of Persia 6 months ago. So I know it's specific that they don't like my videos calling out their woke bullshit. Now, you could see they do have a specific agenda, and we talked about it. The other day, on their diversity, inclusion, and accessibility page, Rashi Sika, who's the Vice President of Global Diversity and Inclusion, said, for Ubisoft, putting diversity and inclusion at the heart of everything we do means providing an environment where employees can thrive, building open-minded communities where players can connect, and creating games that reflect the diversity of the world we live in. So this is stuff that's literally on their diversity and inclusion page right here. All of this fucking DEI, woke agenda bullshit. They're literally saying putting diversity and inclusion at the heart of everything we do means providing an environment where they can all be open-minded, and it takes years of iteration to develop AAA titles. We will only become a more diverse and inclusive company by continuously improving, trying new ideas. So it's literally like diversity is literally buzzword for we're going woke, and they have a whole area dedicated to it. You can see literally right here, content will create gaming experiences that push representation forward by embedding diversity and inclusion across our processes, increasing representation in our teams, and offering access to resources that help teams to build more authentic, inclusive, accessible gaming experience. So they're more worried about having less white people develop games. They're more worried about having representation in games and safe spaces instead of just making good fucking games. Nobody wants this shit. This is all wasted resources, wasted money that can go towards making great games, guys. And in 2023, they also said they had a focus on queer representation in games. So you can see right here, they're literally praising it. And Rainbow Six Siege, they had the first transgender operator. This is like literally all off of their website, guys. Like, how can you tell me that they're not? Well, when he's saying, are they not pushing a specific agenda? Does it mean because they're doing multiple agendas that there's not one specific one they're focused on? How about not focusing on any agendas? How about just making good games so your company won't fucking die? And then on top of that, they had the mentorship program that I talked about right here that literally catered for women or non-binary individuals. No man allowed. How are you going to sit here and tell people that you aren't pushing agendas? It's like you're denying what people are already well aware of right now. I've had community manager emails by Ubisoft that have rainbows and pronouns and stuff in the fucking header or the footer of the fucking email. You see everything that they pander. Like they literally have a wheelchair operator in Rainbow Six now, transgender operators. These guys are fucking full of it when they say that. Now, going on in here, they talk about on Insider Gaming, they're talking about the stock has decreased and dramatically fallen the last few months. That X-Defiant was at risk of losing its much-needed post-launch support after dwindling player numbers and following the release of Star Wars Outlaws. The stock price fell to a near 10-year low. Speaking with current and former Ubisoft employees, they were told that the move was inevitable and the writing was on the wall, as many Ubisoft studios have been struggling due to poor management. So again, they're going to be doing this investigation. So let's see what comes out of it. Let's see if something good happens. Let's see if they do drain the swamp. Again, Assassin's Creed Shadows being delayed definitely didn't do them any favors as a company. They're in the hot seat now for the next couple of months until this game comes out. They still haven't even said the numbers for Star Wars Outlaws, which I was going to make a video talking about that because they're looking low based off of the achievements and trophies. It's looking low, guys. So what do you make about this? Let me know your thoughts down below. Is Ubisoft in trouble? And subscribe if you're brand new. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Take care.